Hey guys, we are sorry for all the technical difficulties we had. We didn't get started quite at 12 o'clock, but we are here. We have persevered through it all, right, Tamla?
Through it all, yes.
Yes,
That's the
yes, we
beauty of live.
right. And yeah, so that's what we did. We persevered through it all. So we hope that whoever was here earlier, we just want to say we truly apologize and thank you for coming on. We hope you enjoy this video. And I am Taylor, owner of Taylor's Kitchen, located in Albion, Michigan, where we make custom sweet treats for your special occasions. I can be found on all social media platforms at Sweet Spirit Treats.
And hello, I am Tamala, owner of Torlitas for that sweet and crunchy taste. Torlitas is a dessert company located right here in this great state of Ohio where we specialize in salty sweet treats. If you want to know more about me and my business, please go to at Torlitas. That's T as in Tuesday, Orlitas.
Yes, yes. And so we are talking today about the great debate of chocolate versus cake. If you guys have been following us, you would know that Tamala does an excellent job at being a chocolatier and using chocolate to be made in many different ways, shapes, and forms. And I like to do more of the baking side. And so together we talk about treats, business, and life. But
Mhm.
I prefer to bake. So we are going to have a debate. Which one would you like as a gift? We have Valentine's Day coming up, and lots of time people get treats and lots of chocolates. But I'm asking, would you rather have chocolate or would you rather have cake? I'm personally like, I would rather have cake any time of the year. And then maybe if my cake is covered in chocolate, I might not mind that either. But I don't know. I like white chocolate more than dark chocolate. What about you, Tim?
I like all chocolate. I like all chocolate, any shape or form. I think I like milk chocolate, I guess, the best.
Yeah.
Um, the real OGs will mix their chocolate, so it's not so
Ooh.
sweet. It depends on what brand, and I can go on and on about that. So
Right. So it's not so sweet and it's not so bitter. I think more people are used to getting like chocolate in the store, and so it's really like sweet, and then you don't really get the actual taste of the chocolate. But if you go to like say one time we were traveling and we went to this chocolate shop and I tasted some like fresh chocolate that had been well, it was made like I think maybe like a day or two before, and they put like natural fruit rinds in it. So it was like orange chocolate and different like fruit chocolate. And it was like super bitter once it went in my mouth. But once like you start to taste like the notes of like the orange, it was like so delicious. And then it's like you ever like have something and then it spoils you and you're like, ah, I can't go back. I can't go back to the normal because I have been exposed to the super delicious. So
absolutely, absolutely, and that's an old school treat, you know. Sugared fruit rinds, or chocolate fruit rinds, like grapefruit or orange. I think I seen lemon at one point, but it's an old school treat that I think still stands the test of time. And you know what? That might be a good thing that I could try in the future.
yeah. Definitely, definitely. Even like, well, we already know that water and chocolate does not mix. So, just it's for a tip for you guys. Make sure you get orange oil if you are
Right.
trying to do chocolate. Because if you get just the regular flavor extract and you try to pour it into the chocolate, it will seize. But if you add the oil, it has a small amount of fat in it, and then it won't seize when you add it to your chocolate. So just a tip for you guys: if you're gonna try something new, you're gonna make some chocolate and some different flavors of it. Always get oil-based flavors and not water-based flavors.
That's a good tip.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But I'm supposed to be talking about cake, not chocolate. Listen, cake is it's therapy. I posted on my Instagram yesterday. On my Instagram yesterday, if you see this lady said if you see a little pan at somebody's house with a fork sticking out of it and aluminum foil over the top, just mind your business because
That's period. Period.
obviously that's
Mind
a
your business.
personal pan, okay? It's not a community pan. If it has a fork sticking out, that's a personal thing. Maybe if it was a spatula, you might be like, oh, let me have some of that. But if that fork is sticking out of the pan, it's a personal pan, okay? It was the mind your business that really got me to laughing, and I was like, I definitely need to share this because mind your business. It's a fork.
It's a fork in a cake that said, I need something sweet now. I'm going to go ahead and have this right now. There's nobody else around. Okay. And I'm just going to
Man,
have me some cake.
but if you are like me and there's some children around, they don't care. They don't care.
Oh,
Not
it's
at
so
all.
wonderful. With chocolate, chocolate, of course, it's hand in hand when it comes to Valentine's Day,
Hmm.
chocolate candies, chocolate covered strawberries, which we had a discussion about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Taylor did if you haven't had a chance, go on our YouTube page. And Taylor, I think she has chocolate dipped strawberries on there. If not, you can get our first volume 1 cookbook that has the recipe of her strawberry chocolate roses. And she demonstrates, she shows you all that you would need to make that. So it's such a nice, different take, right?
Hmm.
On chocolate dipped strawberries. It's not the norm. It's something elevated and something really special. So if you haven't had a chance, check out our volume 1 podcast dessert cookbook, and Taylor will show you all how to do that. And we have other things, of course, about chocolate
Yeah.
and cake. So cake and chocolate, I like both. I have to. I, I like both of them. Okay. With chocolate, you can do so many different things, but not as much as you can with cake. Okay, I'll give you that one.
Okay.
But
Thank
with
you. Thanks for giving me
yeah,
that. I'll
yeah,
take. I'll
I'll give
take
you that
that.
one.
I'll take that.
With chocolate, you can cover so many things. Like
Mhm.
chips. You can cover fruit. You can cover marshmallows. You can cover bacon. Okay, you can do so many different
Hey,
things with
I never
chocolate.
had chocolate on bacon before. Have you had that before?
I have, and I've also had torlitas that were bacon and chocolate.
Ooh.
And that's what it's a show that I did. It was a bacon, it was a bacon kind of like show. And I was one of the vendors with my torlitas. I had chocolate, I think I with crumbled bacon
Hmm.
and dark chocolate on tortilla chip. And it was good.
Ooh.
I
That
got
was
a
like
lot of
double salty, sweet, and savory all at the same time.
Exactly. And there's different types of bacon you can use, right?
Hmm.
There's applewood bacon, there's smoked bacon. And guess what? I found out that there is a company that makes bacon salt.
Really?
Yes,
Now,
there's a
how?
company that makes bacon salt.
I never heard of bacon salt before.
Yeah. So it was cool. So, you know, people count out chocolate just thinking that it's just a one note, either it's milk chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate. Of
Hmm.
course, we know with the peanut butter, that's a
Oh
great
yeah.
combination because
I
Buckeyes
just
are
had
made
a
with peanut
Reese's
butter
last.
chocolate. Hmm.
I just had a Reese's last night, and for
Oh,
the first
okay.
time, I went to Wally World the other day, and I saw like those little Debbie flavored ice creams. I
Hmm.
finally seen them for like the first time, and I think they might have like a Hostess one. I'm not sure, but I think so. I didn't get any of them, but I was just looking like that's crazy that you can have something that's just like one small thing and then they turn it to like, obviously it's like when you go into convenience stores, they have their own section, but now it's turning into ice cream. And then I remember a couple of years ago, people were making the cakes out of the little Debbie's with like, and that again is a cake covered in chocolate. So I think we're better together. We're better.
Yeah, we're better together. But yeah, I think, for us trying to really stake our stance on either cake or chocolate, we kind of come in the middle. It's like,
Right.
well, no, it's good.
It's
They're both
when
good.
you think about like all of the things you had in your childhood, you're like, they were better together. Okay, so some cake covered in some chocolate was a good memory for me.
Yes,
I
I
do like
think
the fact
that
though. Oh, sorry.
that's okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I do like the fact though that when you were talking about the cake, um, it's always known as something that's like classic, and you can also have like chocolate cake. I believe I only met one person ever that was like allergic to chocolate, and I was like, I don't really know how you're making it. I don't know how you're surviving out here without this. Because I didn't used to like chocolate a lot, but I want it like every now and then.
And with the holiday coming up, that a lot of people are sugar adverse, right? Or diabetic or
Hmm.
have certain dietary restrictions for sugar. And then there's sugar free. Um,
Right.
sugar free, oh shoot, not Clausen's, which is a chocolate company. Um,
A good brand of sugar-free chocolate is Lily's. I've got that
okay.
brand of sugar-free chocolate before, and
Are
I've
they
had
vegan
different.
as well?
I don't know if it's vegan as well, but I do know that it is sugar-free, and I've had some people ask me to make them sugar-free things, and so I did, kind of like a test to see
Hmm.
what I could really make, and I had them try that sugar-free chocolate, and they said it was good. So,
Yeah. I think you could still have a nice treat for Valentine's Day if it's sugar free and
mhm.
you don't miss out on, the hype of it all, right? You still
Yeah,
get to have your cheat of a chocolate if that's something that you would do. You could still enjoy your chocolate with something that's sugar free. And you can still use it with a protein like a nut, a
true.
pecan. You can make a
Hmm.
pecan. There's sugar-free caramel that you can add with that. So you can make a pecan dandies, or they're called turtles. But you can also do like haystacks or cashews, chopped cashews, and put the sugar-free a chocolate on that, melted, of course. And you can make your own candy bars.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that you can do. You can have with peanut butter. I think I might make those. I've seen someone do it before, and I think I would like to do it. But there's like a candy bar,
Hmm.
but of course it's like a Snickers almost. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have your natural peanut butter and make a
Hmm.
compound, and you use, of course, a mold for it, and you layer it with maybe like a sugar-free caramel. Okay, and then you can maybe add your nuts, as a topping, along with your sugar-free melted chocolate. And it's a nice treat that you don't have to feel so guilty about, if
Right.
that makes sense.
We don't need nobody feeling bad about their own desire to have something sweet every once in a while. I've been trying to eat better, and so I've been trying to find natural alternatives that are still delicious and reminds me of that sweet but doesn't have all of the additives. So like one thing I saw was just like cutting up a banana and then adding some natural peanut butter to it, like you said. That was one. So you imagine if you just like always sometimes I make this for my kids. So like I put bread down instead of making peanut butter and jelly. I make them peanut butter and banana sandwiches
Oh,
with honey.
yes. Oh, very
Yeah.
good. Very
Yeah, and
good.
then if you grill it and the peanut butter gets all melty, it's so delicious. So like
Now
we
that's a
always
new
try
one
to
I
do
haven't
like
thought of.
yeah. My mom always made me grilled peanut butter and jelly when I was little. I don't know. It tastes better to me. I think maybe it's because I'm used to it. But if anybody else out there has ever had grilled peanut butter and jelly, you just let us. Okay, let
Yeah,
us
let
know
us
in the
know.
comments.
And let us know if you do something different. If you do something like with the bananas instead of the jelly, or do you put a lot of people like Nutter Butter,
Hmm.
okay? I'm not a true fan of it. And normally, if I get maybe a scoop or two out of it, I'm kind of done with it. But
Yeah,
it'd be nice for recipes, I'm sure.
true. A good alternative. I think you find more of those for like more health conscious people. So they probably have a
What is
lot
it
more
called? Nutter
recipes.
Butter or hazelnut spread? What's the hazelnut spread that everybody likes?
Hmm.
Well,
I don't
it's
know. Is Nutella hazelnuts? I
Nutella.
think
Yeah, Nutella. Yeah,
Nutella
that's what
is
I'm trying to
hazelnut.
say.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I see a lot of people put that as a filling in cake.
Hmm.
Nutella and strawberries, fresh strawberries,
Oh, yes. Oh,
inside of
yes.
like a cake. Oh, so okay, cake is awesome because it has so many flavor varieties. We
Okay.
didn't talk about
Let's
chocolate
get
chip
back on
cookies. Let me
task.
give you my take on why cake is the most awesomest. Okay,
Yeah.
cake has a wider appeal than chocolate, and it can be made into little molds, just like Tamara was saying about the chocolate and the Snicker bar. A lot of people have allergies to chocolate, and so chocolate cake probably won't be a good idea, a good fit for them. Um, Especially like people who are allergic to Reese's, to peanut butter and to chocolate. That would be tough. Like when people are in public settings and they like, oh, let me put a little bit of this or a little bit of that. I know it's hard for people who have allergies. They're like, I can't eat when I go out in public because I don't really know all the ingredients and stuff. But with cake can be made gluten free. It can be made dairy free. Um, so those are some very big things. I know I have a lot of people who have intolerances to gluten, and so they really appreciate having gluten free and dairy free treats. So yeah, I
Which you
think
make. Hmm.
hmm,
Which you make.
I make both gluten and dairy free.
Hmm.
Um, Basically everything I make is dairy free unless it has some chocolate and that has milk because I use oat milk and I use dairy free butter. So I use that for all my products and regular butter. I don't know why it doesn't work well with me. And the dairy free butter is a little more expensive, but I think it's worth it. And like you ever eat some stuff and it just leaves like an aftertaste in your mouth from
Yes.
like I don't know if it's from the butter, I don't know if it's from the milk or whatever it's from. But when I eat like other baked goods, it's always like I don't know, like something left something left over. I'm not trying to
Not
like
good.
be rude to anybody else that bakes. Some stuff I eat and it's absolutely delicious. Like I made some danishes from some Danish pie crust, and I could taste all that butter, and all that butter was for me that day because it was good.
Oh,
So
I bet it was.
I think it just depends on what it is, or and how people make stuff. Like for instance, I like to let my cakes bake a little bit longer, and then it have like that caramelize on them. And so when I don't know, it just tastes good. I just like cake. Cake is delicious. Okay.
I believe you, and I know that it is. Another thing why chocolate is a great choice as well. You know that it can have medicinal purposes. It can lower blood pressure. It can, I think it's called Um, it raises your senses
Hmm.
of happiness, of joy, of glee. Okay, when you have some chocolate, and it's also can be kind of like chill you out, right?
Right. Mellow you out.
It can mellow you out. It's also one of those things where, you know, you have to get, it's not the milk or sugary type of chocolate, right? It's the more 40%, okay, dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It's the lower, it's more of a dark chocolate than the milk chocolate, and definitely not the white chocolate. Now, if you want to get really technical about white chocolate, we know it's not technically a chocolate, right? It's more of a compound
Yeah.
that is made because I don't think it has cocoa in it, if I'm
Right.
correct. So it's really not a chocolate. White chocolate is not really a white chocolate, but
But it's
we can go
delicious.
on. It is delicious, and I am finding that a lot of people over a certain age or under a certain age, they prefer
Oh no. What's happening? We were on a roll there, guys. But apparently we are having some more technical difficulties. But we hope you enjoyed this debate between chocolate and cake. And if you are here until the end, make sure that you put down in the comments what do you like on this great debate of chocolate versus cake. Um, Thank you for taking the time to watch this episode. Please like and share and subscribe, and we hope to see you soon next Tuesday. All right. Bye.